So we're recording our first Blab together, and Monique's in the room. Monique, would you like to join us and join our Blab and chat with us? Because Monique's a VA, a virtual assistant, Rachel's a virtual assistant, and I run a virtual assistant network. So we are all over it. And one of the things that Rachel and I were talking about recently was when you're a virtual assistant, you're there for your business, the businesses that you're working with. Oh, cool. Mon's going to join us. Here we go. And you're there for them, and it's hard to say no when they need something. And as someone who uses VAs, I don't want my VA to say no either, but you've got to draw the line so that you are, hey, Mon, how are you?
Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
So Monique never says no to me, which is really cool. She's my VA. Actually, Rachel does VA stuff for me too. But no, you do. Sometimes, you've got to look at your time planning with all your different clients, but also your own stuff. You've got to remember why you came into business, and usually that's because of balance. You want to be doing your own thing and running your own life and kicking your own goals and having that balance. And your own balance is different. Everybody's balance is different between what's work and what's not. So if you're always saying yes, that's going to start to go a bit off. Is that what you found?
That's what I found.
Yeah.
Plus, it can make it stressful. If you say yes to something that you really shouldn't have, yes, I can have that done in an hour when you really can't. It just makes life stressful.
Yeah, exactly. And, you want to be a pleaser and say to people, especially when you're really busy and you're just going, oh, yeah, I can probably fit that in. But it's actually, it's not going to work. You're going to be stressed. You're not going to be working at your best. Something's going to fall off. So there are ways of saying no without really saying no. It's more about setting that expectation. So, yes, there's going to be times when you say no. So, for example, Monique, when I was on Periscope before and I got asked to, take it off, I said no, right? So there are times when you're going to work with people you say no. But, as well, if someone's got an important, for me, my background's with web and desktop publishing, if they've got an important web job and they go, I need to get it done now, and I've got a whole lot of clients that I'm supporting, look, I can go, oh, yeah, no, I'll help you, and I'll shove everything around. And then there's risk of upsetting the wagon with the things that I've planned, the way that it should be. But you can also find out how important it is. And if you say to them, look, I can actually fit you in next week or the week after, because these are the ones, and I'll treat you with the same level of importance and respect when I've got you on. These clients have booked in this time and I've got to get these jobs done for them. And if the job has to be done this week, I can recommend somebody else who may be able to fit you in. So it's not always just saying no, it's finding a way around it. Or Rachel, with your experience the other day, saying, look, how about we look at another time today that would work better for both of us, and I don't have to, wiggle everything in. So I don't know, Monique, you've had someone who's notoriously called you out of hours.
Yeah.
How have you found that?
Well, he's been busy doing other projects lately, so he hasn't called.
I can't hear you very well. Rachel, can you hear Monique all right?
No, I'll just turn my sound up.
Yeah. And I'll try mine.
My phone, probably.
Oh, probably. That's all right. Cool.
Oh, fine. I couldn't get the app to work.
It's just through internet on the phone.
Oh, okay. There you go. She's clever. So how did you find things with that client? What did you do?
I just told him and set the boundaries.
Mm.
Yeah, and just said, look, I have a family. It's not appropriate to call me at 6:30 at night. That's dinner time. So he's been good now. We'll actually email and say, can I call you, and set a time.
That's much better.
Yeah. So he's been good. Sorry, that's my cat's fighting.
Oh, are you serious? I thought it was like a truck going.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
They're shocking. They
That's
love each other.
Clearly.
There's love there. There's love. Yeah. So have you worked with any subcontractors who have, you know, said that they're going to do something in a certain time and then found that they couldn't get it done? Like they over... No?
No.
Oh. Yeah, I get that. That's our little thing. I've had people before who have said yes, they're going to get onto it, and they do the job, but it's not to me when I need it by. It's a little bit. It's come through a little bit later, but the communication wasn't there when they were working on the job, and when it finally came in, they had done a good job, but that unknown for me was really stressful. So I would have rather she said at the start, no, I can't meet that timeline, you know, I'll meet it, blah, blah, blah. So just being really clear about what you can and can't do is just so important. There are jobs that have come through our network that have been ones where we've actually said we're not posting them to the network. So there are some jobs that people will come to VAs with where a big no is actually probably a really good idea. Can you remember any of them, Mon?
Not.
Putting you on the spot, I know. There was one, do you remember? There was one 2 years ago, I think it was, and he needed a VA to take deliveries at their house.
That's right.
Yeah, and receive cash for and like give out. So basically, they were a mule for something. So they would have people come to their house and take cash for products, whatever the products were. And we actually had to report that one because obviously I'm not wording it very well anyway, but it was just sounded so dodgy. And we just said to them, look, we're sorry, VAs just don't, you know, they don't handle the cash for you like that. And they don't have people visit their homes. They're not a shop front. So, yeah, that one was a really interesting one. And I had some... Say that again.
That person came to me
and
asked me to do it and gave me the details, and I said, no.
Yeah.
Not so much. They even got another VA to ring me and say, I've done it, I've made all this money out of it, it's awesome, blah, blah, blah. And I still said, no. What
a scam. It's so not right. It's so, you wait till the ATO comes knocking on your door. Yeah. So this
and you had to have you had to have a separate bank account, so it all went into your account and then you paid them at the end of the month.
Yes, it was like laundering.
Yep.
Yeah.
It had to be an offshore account, so the money went into my account and then it was sent offshore. And he told me the more he went into it, the more I just said, no.
No.
That was one that was easy to say no to.
Yeah, because the alarm bells were ringing. There's another thing at the moment who's got, you know, a client at the moment that's stressing her out. And we've been discussing it on one of the VA groups. And it's interesting because some people are like, you know, yeah, I wouldn't work with that person just based on, you know, the information we've been provided. And then there are others that are saying, no, I would do that. I would keep on finding out more information with that client and trying to get them to understand the situation. It's to do with the whole subcontractor versus employee situation. And it's stressing her out at the moment. And it'll be interesting to see whether she says, nah, this is not for me. You're not the ideal client for me. And that's another reason why people should be saying no too, is to filter out their ideal clients. Some clients are just not right for you. Yeah.
Really
yeah.
bad.
Say that again, Mon.
I said some are really bad.
Have you got any stories?
Just my first ever client.
You just what?
My first ever client.
Yeah.
Who came through another network. And he was just bizarre. It sounded like he had a voice changer.
Oh, yeah.
When he spoke, and his requests were just bizarre. Like, ring strip clubs and find out if they've got Asian girls working and all sorts of things. And I was just like, after 2 weeks of persisting, nah, I can't do this.
No.
The obvious voice changing, recognition software or something. I'm like, why?
Well, maybe he had a voice box. Did he have a voice box?
I don't know. It was just weird.
Maybe it was somebody really high profile and they didn't want you to know.
Ooh.
Yeah, because you go to all the strip clubs in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Because that's what you want your Google to be focusing on is you searching for stuff like that. I know one of my early clients, I had a guy from Poland, wanted me to find out all of the information about all the different porn channels that you could be on. Suzanne's going to join us. This is cool. And I had to say no in the end because I was like, my computer's going to have every dodgy thing, Google-wise on it. And that's how I keep looking for this stuff. So, hi, Suzanne. How are you?
Hi. Great, thanks.
Welcome.
This is a bit exciting.
This is pretty cool, isn't it?
This is really cool.
I love how people...
Don't look at my office. Don't look at the craziness that's going on in here.
I tied it up slightly. It's about to look...
I won't show you my desk.
Yeah, no, you can't have the camera on the desk.
No. My business name is an absolute false economy.
An organised desk. For everybody else.
But I know where it is. I know where everything is.
I bet you knew where your desk was. Thank you.
Yeah.
So we're just talking about situations where you've got to say no to a client. Have you got any scenarios you can share with us?
Yes.
Go ahead.
The latest one was, he wanted me to do particular stuff at particular times. I said, well, you need to get it to me early. Well, that doesn't work for me. They're like, well, you getting it to me late in the afternoon doesn't work for me if you want me to get it done for you by a certain time tomorrow.
Yeah.
And my previous contractors were very flexible. Well, possibly why they're your previous contractors. Not interested. See you later.
It's true. It's funny when they talk about their past virtual assistants who they no longer have, and you're like, well, yeah. I wonder why.
Yeah.
I had a really great client, same deal, really great person, someone I got along with really, really well with. And she was doing the same thing where she'd send something late in the afternoon. And it was a small job, but it would mean I'd have to bump everything I was doing. Or in my case, it was usually around kid pick-up kinder time. So it just wasn't suitable. And so I actually just sent her an email and said, look, just to avoid disappointment, you need to be sending them earlier. That was how I worded it. To avoid disappointment, because I'm not going to be able to meet your needs. And that's all it took, was just to say, I don't want to disappoint you, and when you send them at that time, I'm going to disappoint you because I can't get it done.
Yeah,
it's not reasonable, and you can't send it the day, because I work 3 days a week, and she was sending them at say 4 p.m. on a Monday when I don't work Tuesdays. I'm like, well, then it's not going to get to you until Wednesday when I fit it in, and obviously you need it before then. Just need to just plan ahead a little bit. And I know it's hard. I mean, Mon knows and Rachel knows I'm the sort who goes, hey, let's do this now. But, if they don't have time to do it, you've got to realise that, you can't just expect everyone to drop everything. So you've had some interesting experiences with clients lately, Suzanne, I've noticed.
Yes, and that's where I'm actually learning to say no. You've got to be true to yourself. Like, when I'm actually coming up, I've got a letter from ASIC. We're coming up to 12 months next week.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So, well, that's registering my business name. But I guess that whole adage of when you first start saying, yes, I can do that. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. No, I've got no desire to do that anymore. Do not get me to look online for data. I've just got no interest in it at all. It bores me rigid. So yeah, I'm at the moment refocusing on where I want to head it, and I'm sick of dealing with single sole operators that don't know how to run a business, don't listen, and just keep going, doing the same thing over and over again and getting no results. It's just pointless.
Yeah. That's good though. You're working out who your target market is and who your avatar is, the person that you want to work with. Because some VAs find that what you just described then as a challenge, and they're like, yeah, I'm all over that. I'm going to teach them, and I'm going to blah 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 blah. Whereas that's not going to work for everybody. Some people are like, oh, no, this is not for me. I want you to be on the ball, moving forward, doing exciting things, and really passionate about your business. And that helps you develop your avatar, so the person you're writing for when you do your marketing.
I have to say, I think the Australian VA market is a lot better than the US market. We sort of seem to have our heads screwed on, and we don't say yes to everything.
Yeah.
We're not doing stuff for free. We're not trying to be an intern. We actually get out there and find our clients, work with them, build our businesses, and it's, a lot different to the US market, I think.
It is actually. The whole culture of VA seems to be really different in every country, I've found. I don't know if that's just me or not. And in America, for example, I mean, you've got some VAs who are amazing, who are so, so good, and they've been leading the way and they know what they're doing, but there are heaps and heaps that are just doing it as a bit of a hobby. And I have nothing against people having their hobbies, but I do, and this is in Australia too, I do have issue with people who are running a business, representing an industry, and doing it in a way that is not reflecting well on the industry. So, low standards, not taking it, seriously, saying they can do what they can't, and that client will work with them and go, you don't know what you're talking about. And they will paint the entire industry with that brush because it is still fairly new. You don't get a plumber in who does a bad job and go, oh my God, I'm never using a plumber again. You get a different plumber. But with our industry, it's like they go, oh no, VAs are useless, if they have a bad.
And my mentor, he uses Fiverr a lot for particular stuff, he uses it for like video editing and things like that. And he's got a certain person he uses constantly because they're really, really good. But he had credits on there for, I think it was about $95, which he couldn't get back. So he thought, oh, it's okay. I'll just use a designer to do some flyers for me. Yeah, I'll just redesign them because they were that bad. And they weren't from the Philippines. They weren't from, some Asian country or India. They were from the US, and they were providing services that was so poor. I just said, you're making me cry. I'm going to be sick. Please don't make me look at that. It was that bad.
I want to see.
It was so, so bad. And I thought, and then I'm still seeing all these people saying, go to Fiverr, go to Fiverr. It's like, he's got to pay me to do it now.
I think Fiverr, it's like everything. When you go online and you just grab the nearest person, you're taking a huge gamble.
Yeah.
You've got to.
Well, you saw that logo that came from Fiverr that we discussed in depth.
Yes.
And
that was interesting. That was very interesting. Yeah, we had to do it.
That was stab myself in the eye.
We had to work on a logo where basically they wanted 4 different elements within this one logo, and they'd gone to Fiverr and they had a few mocked up, and we were trying to I don't know, do something that would look okay given, what we were given to work with. And I was just doing it to help Suzanne because it was so painful when I saw what she had that, you know what I'm like? I'm just like, oh my God, please let me have a play with that. I was actually doing it when I was waiting for you, Rachel, for one of our sessions. And
I was about to say,
the first session that we had, you came up and like, oh my God, you've got to see this logo. It's so painful. So and they went with, when I said to Suzanne, she tweaked it a bit and sent that off, and they went with that. It actually looked quite good in the end. considering how many.
It's still terrible.
It's not great.
She got told because Julia Tane did the website, and she went she wanted these particular colours, and we're like, this is not going to work, but okay, that's what you want. Client's always right. So we did it. She went to an event, and someone turned around her and said her website looked like a turd.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and we're like, well, we did what you wanted us to do. We told you it was too much. You wanted it.
Yeah.
We did that for you. You went against our advice, and of course she's one of those people that when she gets advice from one person, it's all wrong. Everything's wrong and panic, and it's like, just piss off. Just go away.
Did Julia take her details off it? Because when you have a website,
yes, I said get our because we're in a joint venture together. I said take our details off it. I do not want to be associated with that website.
I've had to do that before. Yeah. Have you checked out the oatmeal when web design jobs go to hell on the oatmeal?
No.
Have a look at it. Look it up. Look it up, people. The oatmeal when web design jobs go to hell. And if you do anything to do with design, you'll read it and you will laugh and laugh and you'll go, oh my God, I've been there. And it's just, that thing where the client is just, they're getting advice from their mum because their mum's a designer because she had a cake stall in the 1950s, and just random things like that where you've got to work with it. And the design that you come up with just gets mutilated along the way to the point where you just take all your information off it because you don't want to be associated with it anymore. So, been there, done that.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
What? Are you looking at it now?
Terrible. Yeah.
What is she doing?
Actually, I went to a marketing seminar last night from Jade at Be Social, Be Savvy. Be Savvy, Be Social. I think she's coming to Melbourne.
Cool.
And she's fabulous. She's really, really good at marketing and branding and social media, and it's really helpful. There's 3 of us in the room helping clients get their social media reach to where it should be. So I'll let you all know when she's going to be in Melbourne.
Yeah.
You're all in Melbourne? Where are you, Monique?
Yeah.
Melbourne.
All in Melbourne. I'll let you all know when she's down there, and definitely get along because she's just fabulous. She's really down to earth and really good. So
excellent.
There's a lot of social media leads at the moment.
Sorry?
It's a big thing.
What is?
A lot of
What's that?
Social media leads.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just goes into saying why using social media, don't sell. And that's where I'm struggling with a lot of people. They're just selling. You don't go onto Facebook to buy.
No.
You go onto Facebook to interact and relax and learn more and whatever. And that's where a lot, especially coaches, are going wrong. Buy my program. And they're not supplying anything new, different or otherwise.
Yeah.
And that's where they're going wrong. And she goes into Facebook ads and promoting yourself that way and boosting your own posts on your own page and generating interaction and stuff that way. So it's definitely worth going to.
Oh, excellent. I'll have to get those details off here. That would be good. Even when she's in other areas, we can tell the other VAs about it.
Yeah, but she does online webinars as well.
Excellent. Cool. I've got Frances Pratt from KISS Marketing. So Keep It Simple Sales. Keep It Simple to Sell. She's going to run a half-day training thing for Viva members. And that will be, we scheduled it actually, I'm just about to announce it. And that'll be amazing. She's just brilliant, so dynamic. And sales is a big thing for VAs. Like it's hard. I mean, Rachel's great with sales and Monique's amazing with her copy. So, that works hand in hand. But there's so many that are asking the questions constantly about, how do I find new clients, that sort of thing. So let me tell you when it is going to be on. It is when did I say it was going to be? It's in November here it is, 19th of November, 10:30 till 2:30. So put that aside. And that'll be in Melbourne, face-to-face event. And it'll be part of the
I won't be there.
Viva strategy session. Well, if it goes well, we'll do it again. And yeah, she's just incredible. She's the same sort of thing where just you can learn so much, and she's just easy to listen to anyway. You know, those people that can speak and you just go, yeah, you're fun and energetic. So there's nothing worse than a speaker that just puts you to sleep.
Where's it going to be?
In Balwyn. So Doncaster area. Northeastern suburbs. Just Uber it. You can Uber it.
You should have seen the look on your face.
She's new to Melbourne, so she's got no idea where anything is.
Where do you
And I can ask and then go,
yeah.
You just sit there and nod.
Yeah. I think I'll Google that later.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. Good work. I believe you. Yeah.
nod and smile, nod and smile.
Wake up, Mon. She's just taking it all in. You're such a chatterbox, Mon.
I know.
She's mumbling. She's the monster mumbles. Well, I've got to head off. Oh, even though Jimmy the detailer just joined. Welcome, Jimmy. I've got to head off. But it's been really cool chatting with you girls, and we should definitely do this again. And I've recorded this, so hopefully people can watch it and have a good giggle. Yay!
No, this is a good way to. I think this is better than Google Hangout.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's good, and you know, you can all collaborate and just share your stories, and it's interesting. So we might set some topics and do some more in the future. You're up for it?
Yeah.
You can be the crew. All right. Well, I'm going to go.
All right.
Speak to you all later on. Thank you so much.
Lovely to finally meet you, Rosie.
Yeah, you too. See ya. Feel free to give me some props before you go. Things I've been giving them to you guys. Hello. Click on. Yeah. Woo! Oh my God. All right. That's all right. I love it.
Better?
That is so much.
Sharing's caring.
Beautiful. Oh, Suzanne, you are good with that. All right, now I don't even know how to finish this up. I think I just close the screen probably, or do I boot you out one at a time? I'm going to boot you out, see how that
Do
works.
we do this? And then let's try this.
Yep, so she's out. See ya. Nice. See you, gorgeous.
See ya.
Bye, everyone.